This one simple tip will help you win more in any shooting game. So let's get straight to that. If you like the content on this channel and want to see more, then be sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and leave your comments down below, and let's get straight to it. So what is that simple tip, you ask? That's right, patience. You've got to learn to wait. A lot of people out there are really impatient, and because we live in such a fast-paced world where everything is becoming more and more result-driven, patience is becoming less and less of value to a lot of people, and we're seeing a lot of impatience come from a lot of players. And in doing so, it creates a lot of distraction, it creates a lot of poor team management, poor decision making, poor problem solving, irrational behavior, so on and so forth. Impatience is really a deadly venom that can sap you, like slowly but very, very deadly, and it's not really good for you. It's not a healthy mindset to have. So patience is critical because it really helps you to slow down and think things through more carefully and allow for you to develop a greater scope of understanding when it comes to shooting games, because every shooter is going to be different. Whether you're playing a hero shooter like Overwatch, or a tactical FPS like Counter-Strike or Valorant, or even the likes of a traditional FPS like the finals, there is a lot going on in these games, and there are a lot of fundamental principles that need to be understood for each respective game, because not every game is going to be the same. So while you might be playing a lot of Overwatch, for example, a lot of your technique may not carry over to a game like the finals or Apex Legends, because every game is going to have their own responsibility. It's going to have their own respective mechanics that you're going to have to learn. So patience is really imperative for that, because if you are trying to go from your respective rank, be it bronze or plat, and you want to go to the highest rank possible, yes, your mindset is everything, but your mindset paired with patience is really, really, really essential, because with enough patience, you'll be able to see the cracks in your gameplay a lot more clearly, as opposed to having a more irrational mindset where you're not really picking up on any patterns of behavior, any bad habits. You're looking at all things negatively because you just want to see something quick. In your mind, you're thinking, it's not happening now, so it must be bad. Where the truth is that, no, you're not stuck in Elo hell. You're stuck in a negative mindset. You're stuck in a bad habit where you're trying so hard to be like someone else, to be like your favorite content creator who's grinding for 10 hours a day. Don't try to mimic or replicate someone else's approach to leveling up. You have to find out what works for you. And the only way for you to do that is to have enough patience with yourself to say, what am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? How can I correct these wrongs, make them right, and be more consistent? And patience can help you to do that, because with patience, you build enough endurance, you build persistence. And with that persistence, you build also perseverance, because you're able to endure all those losses, because you're going to have those days where things do not work out for you. It's the way the game works. It's the way shooting games work. You're not going to have a day where you're just going to go all wins. And even if you do, there are still going to be moments where you may have found yourself in a really bad position, or you were close to losing, but you clutched it. So for every single day that you play a shooting game, you have to always understand that there are going to be times where your patience will be tested. And your patience is one of the core fundamental attitudes to build and develop. And I say it's simple, and it really truly is. Being patient isn't really a difficult task. It's just that we've been conditioned through bad habits, and as a result, we now have a more negative approach. We have a more irrational approach because that's what society has embedded upon us. But you need to crack the code. And once you crack the code and build enough patience, you'll be able to see results a lot faster. And so while you might not play for as long, let's say you play for 3 to 4 hours, because of your patience and your willingness to endure, you're actually going to see faster results, as opposed to grinding for 8 to 9 hours straight, getting frustrated, getting impatient, and as a result, you see no growth whatsoever. In fact, you're probably going to see less growth and much slower process. So that being said, this tip is really, really, truly essential. Don't overlook patience. It's really a great mentor, a great addition to your respective core gameplay mentality, because when you build it, when you develop it, you'll be able to go on for periods of time knowing what's right, knowing what's wrong, building healthy habits and sustaining them, because sustainability is really, really important. And the only way to build sustainability is to be patient. You have to correct yourself. You have to correct your wrongs to make right. And patience is what's going to help you get there. It is such a overlooked tip that a lot of people just tend to ignore. Everyone's all about, well, improve your aim and improve your positioning. But it's like, if you're not patient enough to understand what you're doing wrong, you'll always repeat the same habits. You'll always repeat the same mistakes, and then impatience kicks in and you get nowhere. So hopefully this little quick guide, the simple tip, will help you to better level up your game. And if you want to see more content like this, more inspiring content, then be sure again to smash the like button, subscribe, and leave your comments down below. And I'll see you on the next one. Happy gaming, take care, and peace out.